It's Wrestling Rundown with Jay Santy.
Live from New York, it's
Turnbuckle Tabloid.
We're back with another segment of Wrestling Rundown here with Turnbuckle Tabloid. Your boy Jay the Red Santy here to bring you the news clips, the articles. Not really. I just want to talk gossip and bullshit. That's all I really want to do. That's pretty much on the agenda. Of course, I have my co-anchor for the most part for Wrestling Rundown. Our guy Homework Mike checking in from not only History and Headlocks but also debuting a new show on the network for New York Wrestle Media. So you guys check out Chinlocks and Chit Chats. I like the look, I like the aesthetic, and I like the conversation. I also like the fact that you also have a young lady on that show as well. Oh, wait a minute, that's Ari again. I'm telling you, she's just amazing. That woman is amazing to pull in that double duty time. Jesus, thank you, man, for doing that. So you guys make sure you check out Chinlocks and Chit Chats on our network here. Check it out on YouTube, and make sure you check it out as well on all the podcasting outlets. What's going on, Mike?
Doing good. How about you, sir?
Dealing with elbow bursitis and whatever nonsense that's going on with me. Turning 50 is not the milestone that people make it seem out to. Turning 50 is not what it's cranked out to be.
I mean,
I do say that. I don't feel my age. Ow. No, I don't. When people ask me, I actually go, "Wow, I'm really 50." Shit, that's crazy. But you're as old as you feel, right? Man,
I've heard that saying. I mean, so you're turning 50, but what do you feel like? You feel like you're still 40? I mean,
I'm still good. Like I really feel like I'm still like a youngin'. Like I'm still sitting there trying to, talk the same way I talk. Act the same way I act. The only thing you just feel is like you get, you start looking at the surroundings and you start getting out of two reasons, two ways of looking at life. You get bitter at shit, or you just roll with the punches. So it just becomes that. Other than that, same shit. I didn't really sit there and want to put a whole, complimentary display of turning 50 on the socials, or whatever. It was just one of those years that I said, "Yeah, fuck it." Whatever.
Health-wise, we're all good?
Yeah, we're good. This is like, you gotta go lose a little bit of weight. All right, I get it. Goddamn it, I'm a fat fucking fuck. I get it. I'll be all right. All right. As long as the heart, the BPs, and everything is all right, and I'm still on my medications, I'll be all right. I've had hypertension since I was 21 years old, so that's just something I've been battling. But other than that, I'm here. So reason why we're here as well, because of course we got to do news stories, recap what's going on in wrestling and such, which it's been busy these past few weeks. And as always, I'm the Norm McDonald of this segment, and you are listening to your weekend updates, Wrestling Rundown. Kicking it off with the transitioning of Busted Open Radio becoming WWE Radio. Busted Open Radio was on Sirius XM, and now once again the monster known as WWE has swallowed up another piece of a separate format, which we saw it with the Undertaker 6 Feet Under podcast, and now we're seeing this, which, by the way, there's news saying that Taker is not going to be doing that show as well.
Yeah, he's getting tired of doing it now. Because I mean, it's kind of it relates to us where it's like when we develop a schedule of us recording. I mean, we're used to it at this point, but I guess for guys like the Undertaker who's not used to sitting and talking and remembering all this stuff, it kind of gets boring for him. But I mean, I'm surprised it took it this long for WWE to say, "Hey, let's do something with the radio stuff." So I mean, busted open. It was fun while it lasted, but now it's gonna be all WWE coverage. Nothing really gonna stand out, honestly, when it comes to them talking about everything. Because I mean, they're pretty much gonna praise everything. I have not seen them say one bad thing yet about anything.
Right.
Even like with the Danhausen Joe Hendry concert, they were very happy about it. They're praising it. It's like, yeah, that's bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
And it sucks because you get people who are actually really good on that show from AEW that are not going to be there anymore. Thunder Rosa was really good on there and such. So like, you know, I don't know. I would have been more pleased. Like, you know, Booker has his own show.
Right.
You know, Corey Graves has his own show or had his own show. And you have individuals in place that could have done that. Hell, you didn't even need you could have found another entity. Rosenberg could have done their own show. Like, why is it that you had to sit there and take this show, which was a free-flowing, independent wrestling podcast or wrestling show on satellite radio, and swallow it up and convert it to yourself, make it for you?
Because they're greedy, Jay. It's all about the money. That's all they really care about. Because I mean, do you really want to listen to this nonsense where you hear Vic Joseph and Booker T commentate on pay-per-views on the radio? But does that really entice you to say, "Hey, I need WWE radio"? Like, no, I deal with that enough on Tuesdays. I don't need to hear it again on pay-per-views.
It's everywhere, right? It's all over the place.
But I mean, it's very weird to see all these wrestlers with their own shows. I mean, not for nothing. I just saw on YouTube that Mark Jindrak has a fucking YouTube channel. I'm like, who's next? Who's the next wrestler to pop on social media? Like, oh wait, this exists. Let me do channels.
Hey,
let me make videos about everything. Because I mean, it's like the random people that you fucking Heinemann's gonna do his own podcast on YouTube.
I do this. I see this with rappers, like rappers who were of my era, of my generation, and now they're fucking podcasters, and they're actually, it's shockingly a lot of them are really good. Like, you're like, holy shit, you got Nori with Drink Champs, you got Joe and Jada with their podcast. Like, a lot of them are really good with what they do. You know, you never know. You know, you might get a wrestler who's actually fucking close to him. I liked Undertaker's podcast before WWE took it, and I think honestly, that's why he's not doing it anymore, because at least he's there. He's not with the wife, and you know, you're having a open, free-flowing conversation without having fucking eyes on you judging everything. When that podcast was just raw, it was better. You know, when Midian would come in or Mark Henry came in and they were able to talk, or Godfather came in and talk real backstage, you know, on the road shit, it's fun to listen to. But now it's like, oh, you should do it with your wife. And it's like, no, that doesn't work. No, this is fucking horrible.
But it's also, Undertaker is the company man. He's not good. Sometimes he'll say no, but I mean, I guess with this thing, it's gonna be like, listen, I'll do it. But now it's to the point of it's again, it's boredom. He's tired of doing it. I mean, I will say, before he signed it over to WWE, you get to hear his real honest thoughts.
Right.
Because I mean, before he went over there, he was like, oh, did you hear Hulk Hogan's reaction on the Raw debut on Netflix? And he was laughing about it for a good 5 minutes.
Right. And that's what I'm saying.
You get to hear his real thoughts. I mean, you do still hear him, he's still honest on his show, but it's all it's very contrived to whatever the hell's going on the product.
Yeah. Sucks that WWE once again has to have, you know, rather than just create their own thing, they might as well swallow up somebody else and just water down their whole shit. Whatever. Next up, speaking of husbands and wives, Ty Mello seems to be done with AEW, and apparently Sammy might be done as well.
Yeah, this one's very well. On the Ty Mello front, I believe it's probably because of her being a mother, that it's probably listen, I'm done with wrestling. I'd rather just do this or whatever else I want to do on the side. Sammy, I definitely feel it's because his push has definitely gone down over the last couple of years. Like since like the Cody regime, and now with the Punk stuff, and now it's also he gets himself in trouble too with the Andrade stuff backstage. He had a Kingston incident. I mean, when was the last time you legit saw? What was the last time you saw him on Dynamite? I know you don't. I don't know if you watch weekly, but it's been like months or even a year.
Yeah, I keep track of it. It's just no, it's true. He's been on Ring of Honor for the most part, and like that's say what you want about it, that is a demotion for him. Like it is a step down, and I think humbling wise, yes, I believe that that could have been something that he needed. But you haven't heard from him in the past 2 years, if such. Like he's just been there. He was injured, then came back, and then won the ROH titles down there, and he's just been squandering there. I don't know.
And he was originally pegged as like one of the 4 pillars. Like this is the future of the company,
right?
When you look at like how far MJF and Darby have gone, Jungle Boy pretty much stays in the middle, but Sammy has gone way down from what that was probably what was his downfall. The high expectation, because I mean we think he's good, but I don't think he's a future of the business type of dude.
What was it they had? It was the pillars that you had. It was MJF, Hangman,
Darby. No, it was MJF, Darby, Jungle Boy, and Sammy.
Yeah. It's telling, honestly. It's really telling to, as people would say, like, AEW's where wrestlers wrestle and such. Like you're not letting them really wrestle if you're just keeping them confined and just like, fine. And I know business wise it'll say no, basically you're the face down there of that company, that promotion right now, and they're helping to keep us above water. So all the business jargon that they say. At the end of the day, you could still have him come up and make some fucking appearances on the bigger shows.
Yeah. I think honestly the last time he was on Dynamite was when Darby was the champion and they did one of those Darby World title matches.
Yeah, the one-off, yeah.
Honestly, if he were to leave AEW / Ring of Honor, it'd be interesting. Like the Indies would definitely embrace him, but
oh hell yeah!
I mean, does a TNA, does a NXT give him a look? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It would be interesting to see him go to NXT at least.
I think that'll be a solid imprint for NXT if he steps in there. I think so. I think for NXT, he's still young, and he has a punchable face. It becomes
absolutely,
and he can work both ways. He can work the heel, he can work the face, and I think with him, it's just like now it's maturity. Now I'm a father now. Now I got to be a provider. Now I got to be know where my bread is buttered and humbling is. And I think it's perfect for him to get to NXT where he could get wrangled and worked on. Since Ricky Starks is now on SmackDown, he'd be a nice alternative or other option for like a Ricky Starks kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean AAA would also benefit for him being down there too.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, definitely. Next up, Zelina Vega has a new name, and it's Zelina Vega. It's Zelina with an X. It's Zelina with an X. Whoops.
I mean, the other thing, the only thing I would say in relation to this is for her husband, who I don't know if I like him bald.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting to see. Yeah, that was interesting to see. I mean, basically, he was half bald anyway. He always had just that mohawk going.
Yeah, but it just looked good. Though. It looked cool because he had the tattoos on the side of his head, and then he had the long hair in the middle. Now it's just a bald dude with tattoos on his head. I mean,
you mean Undertaker?
Bam Bam had that.
Yeah, so you're talking about Undertaker. Got it.
But I mean, it's weird with that. It's weird with trademarking because it means she was Thea Trinidad before, or what? If that's her real name, I don't know. But Zelina just now with an X. I mean, go, fuck it, go do what you want to do.
You could see her at the upcoming House of Glory event in Los Angeles. Make sure you check her out.
And you know what? Good on House of Glory, because they're fucking from the days that we went there to where they're going now. I mean, shit, they're everywhere now. So good on them.
Yeah, definitely. Ain't nobody, there's always love for that. Hell yeah, spread the brand out. But it's always one of those things. As soon as a wrestler leaves a company and they're on whatever clause they're on, it's like 90 days. We'll see him next Friday at House of Glory. It's like we already know they're gonna show up at.
I was just saying, it's very interesting to see what name they also go back to. Either like again, like they figured, Thea Trinidad, but no, it's like Zelina Vega just with an X.
With an X. Speaking of name changes, we have Mike Santana as
we still have to talk about this one.
Yeah. Cruz Montana. Awesome. We also have Pablo Santos Escobar is now Romeo Malvarde. That's a great Spanish name to lean into.
Are you serious with that one?
Yeah. Romeo Malvarde. And speaking of name changes, Zilla Fatu is looking as though like he's not getting a name change.
I mean, of all the fucking people, just on the Santos name thing, I guess that's fine because I mean, before he went to WWE, he was what El Hijo del Fantasma,
right?
So, and the Santos Escobar thing was a WWE call, so I mean that's fine. But I mean, yeah, Zilla Fatu. I mean, we've been saying it for years now. He's WWE bound, but now it's. I guess they're gonna keep it because why? I mean, what would you change it to? Because you want to make him a Fatu, but I guess it's just. I mean,
since we're on this conversation,
yeah,
you think we're getting Samoan burnout?
I mean, I feel like people have already had it. I mean, I think Jacob Fatu was like where it was like, listen, like he's the best out of what's left, honestly, because. I mean, there's Journey Fatu and there's Lance in Hawaii, and Lance had like two tries, and he's no longer with WWE, and they don't give a shit about him.
Yeah,
but I mean, now it's like we've been hearing a lot about Zilla. We've seen what he does, and Zilla kind of had the same thing with Sammy, like maturing over the last couple of years, and this is why it took it this damn long for them to say, "Hey, let's sign him to NXT," because. Like we've seen so many reports of like, there's a backstage incident with Zilla at like Reality of Wrestling or GCW or God knows wherever he went to. But now it's like he's been saying, like, I'm gonna be WWE. I'm going to WWE. Now you're here. Now it's now it's put up or shut up.
Yeah, I know that there was a lot of politicking. I know he came from the school of Booker, so he came out of there as well. They also talked about that they had their back and forths with has he grown as a young man? Is he understanding what the game is? Does he know what he needs to do? And I see that a lot of times that not throwing them into the water so fast can be very, very helpful to development. And I think that right now, I think I can honestly say, I think that he could be ready for NXT, at least for right now.
At least spends like a year and a half down there, learn. Because I mean, there's been a lot of complaints of him. Like the main complaint is like people say like, he doesn't know how to work. He just has the Samoan stuff, right? Of the spear, the spike, and all the other fun stuff. But I've also seen people on social media be like, "Why does he go to NXT? And how come a guy like Hiromu Takahashi is going straight to SmackDown?" Well, a guy like Hiromu Takahashi has a lot of experience than Zilla, and he's more than main roster ready. Zilla is moldable clay of you can make him the next Roman Reigns for the love of God.
Right. Yeah, I think there's a lot to it when it comes to putting together a legacy wrestler. And that's exactly what it is too. Because remember, this is a legacy kid that's coming in. And we need to get that understanding that the connections is helping them get through the door. So sorry guys who are upset about that, but it is true. That is part of the deal when it becomes the fact that you are a family member or especially a son of an established wrestler. So that can be it as well. Speaking of which, we have Rey Mysterio's daughter to train as well. Aaliyah has now entered the ring and is now looking to become a wrestler herself. Your thoughts on this?
I mean, I'm happy for her because it's still crazy to me that like the people that I grew up watching, like your Rey Mysterios, your AJ Styles, like a lot of them, and then it's like, oh, by the way, their kids are now starting to train to become wrestlers, and I always have to look at like their ages, and they're all like 16, 18, like. And meanwhile, I'm like 31, so now that makes me feel old. But I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see. Yeah, I know, but come on. But I mean, it's still weird for me to see Dominic Mysterio wrestle on my TV because it's like 2005 was what, like 20, like over 20 years ago,
right?
So now it's like I'm wondering to see. I highly doubt she's gonna be like a luchadora with like her doing all the moves that her dad does. I mean, it's gonna be very interesting to see how she turns out. But I mean, we know how Dominic came out as, and he's currently getting punished. For God knows what reason. I mean, you speak up about your push, you get punished. But I mean, for Leah and the state of the women's division, there's a lot of high expectations for her.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if she does go into that whole luchador kind of style look kind of thing. Yeah. I wouldn't be mad if she went another direction. I wouldn't be mad if maybe she became a hybrid of it. You know, I think it'd be something that you're already getting somewhat of that with Dominic. Dominic does not do everything fucking Ray does. That's just Ray is just a phenomenal athlete and fucking wrestler. That's just, you know, and I think them coming up, they've already moved away from the idea of the whole, you know, carrying the torch of your father. Nah, your father was like, it's like being Michael Jordan's son. Like we saw what happened with him. He couldn't fucking do it. Like, you know, even some may say Bronny's going to be dealing with that with being LeBron's son, you know. So at least with Dominic, he's been holding his own. Now to see what Ali is going to do is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, in WWE world, would they put a mask on this girl?
No.
I mean, they want to show her face and just go off of that.
Yeah, that is going to, and plus, like, that's not what she came in as. Like, that's not what they, you know, she's not like one of those luchadoras in Mexico where that's what their upbringing is. You know, she's Americanized. Everybody knows who she looks like. Everybody knows what's going on under the hood. So, I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll just keep her off. And plus, they want to see that money maker on TV all the time.
I mean, look how different Ariana Grace is to her father, Santino Marella. She's completely a different person. She's not the goofball like her father was. She's like a glam princess type of character.
Yeah.
So I mean, we have to see. Well, like again, it's gonna be interesting to see what her Aaliyah's in-ring style will be. Because I mean, like Dominic has like his the genes of his father, but he's definitely like a next generation of Guerrero.
Right. Speaking of more family connections here, congratulations to Bianca Belair and Montez Ford for giving birth to the gimmick baby. It's a work. It's a work. It's not a baby. It's not real.
It's not a baby. Not for nothing. You could have said like, oh, it's somebody else's baby, and this is her. This is her
baby. It's a work. She's coming back, and she's gonna terrorize people and tell people that's not my baby. You fell for it. I was just dealing with my finger injury. I'm not a mother. Nah, but congratulations to her.
Not a mother. I mean,
Montez has his own children already, and now they both have. This is their first child together. So you're good for them.
Yeah, I was about to say because I know on that show that they had on Hulu that it was revealed that Montez had a child with his previous relationship. So
is it one or two? I think he had two already.
Yeah, so like Bianca's kind of been a mother.
She's been a stepmother.
Yeah, but now this is her first child.
Yeah,
but we talked about it on the debut episode of Chinlocks and Chit Chats that it's like, how long is it going to take for her and Naomi to get back? And like Ari mentioned that, like it's going to be a while for Naomi still to come back, and it's been a full year.
Let me tell you something.
We're not probably going to see Naomi until probably like the start of the new year.
You got to think about it too, because a lot of people go, yeah, they got money and all that stuff, and you saw the difference. Let's say when you watched the Miz and the Miz's show, Maurice only came out sometimes, and she was always at home, and she had her mother and such like that. Miz was on the road. Um, Seth and Becky, they're like fucking two different beasts. Like she'll take time off, he'll take time off, whatever the fuck, and then they'll find a way to balance it. So you're still trying to get that weight and balances of, when you can have that time, because honestly, it's not easy to take a kid on the road everywhere to fucking go. You're not Cody Rhodes where you can have the kid on the bus all the time if you want them to. So you don't get that luxury. So plus, depending on the birth, man, if a woman, have to get a C-section or get cut during their birth, that is another timetable as well. That ain't easy to return back to anyway. And lastly, it's always recommended where they say a mother should at least have 9 to 12 months with their child, their newborn, before they can do anything else. So take your time, girl. Don't worry about it. WWE needs to figure it out. You don't have to rush back to save the fucking division. They need to figure it out themselves and get themselves some stars up in there, because we're having some issues going on right now. We saw recently with the title win, the interim title win from Chelsea Green. But what occurs afterwards, bloop, we get an injury. And I know they were selling it a little bit more this past Friday, but yeah, I feel so bad for her though, man. It's just like when she's about to make the come up, this happens.
Yeah, I mean, I hate when people say like, "Oh, she's injury prone," but it's also like when you look at her past, it's just accident after accident after accident, and that's all it is, accidents. But now
Right. She didn't do it to herself.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
But it's also like the thing on SmackDown, which I hope you saw it, right? You saw the segment,
Right.
when they had the balls to acknowledge the fucking 30-day rule. Meanwhile, there's been so many people that have have like 100-day reigns and not had one title defense.
Figure that.
Yeah,
that part right there.
Like I would have loved if Chelsea brought that up. Like bitch, like, Nick, are you kidding me? Like Liv and Jay just got away with it. Like what do you mean for me?
So I'm glad
not even to mention the Roman and Brock stuff, but that's like for the women, it's like it's a joke. The fucking 30-day rule.
But I'm glad at how they addressed it on the show. And they teased and alluded in they said get a mask, you come back, and yeah, I mean fucking Taker wrestled in a mask. How many Cody wrestled with a mask? Like, hey girl, go out there and keep doing it. You good. But like I said, I just felt bad for her. Like she just had that moment, and fucking Michael Hayes is in the back, like
I told you.
They're not saying that woman is injury prone. Well, next up, Too Cold Scorpio pleads guilty to a second degree assault. So a few months back, maybe a year ago, Too Cold, working at a convenience store as security guard, was confronted by a individual, and the two had a altercation, which led to Too Cold having to stab the individual. Too Cold claims self-defense, and he pleads guilty to it for a lesser charge and possibly no jail time. It sucks when you hear stories like this, is because you're looking at a guy who in the 90s had such a a strong following with wrestling fans as Too Cold Scorpio or Flash Funk in the WWE, and talented individual, and then just has to become a fucking security guard at a convenience store and shit.
I mean, well, like years ago, there was somebody that spotted like Shane Douglas working at an Olive Garden. I was like, oh my god, the franchise is at Olive Garden. It's like
he owns a franchise of Olive Garden. No, I just work here.
Yeah, like you want some bread?
Right, it's like one of those things.
But yeah, it's one of those sad things where you just see like wrestlers that were once in the limelight or like main eventers. I mean, Scorpio, you could say, was one of the true innovators in the 90s.
Right.
And now it's just like we have to see him in situations like this. But I mean, it was funny because I saw this and then I saw a thing where it's like that. I forget who it was, but somebody's advertising Too Cold Scorpio for a meet and greet. I'm like, listen, I would still meet him over fucking John Laurinaitis. So good for Scorpio if people go and see him and give him the $30 for a picture and an autograph.
Oh, I love him. Anytime I love him. Anytime I interact with him, he always wants to give me weed. He always wants to actually, if I want to light up or fucking or take a puff of his blunt, and like I'll be like, nah, yeah, I'll hold it. I'll take one. Of course, I gotta share a story. Say, yo, I smoked a blunt with fucking Two Cold Scorpio. Damn, fucking right, shit. Yeah. Although I was tripping balls for like the next hour, but I was okay. I was good. But yeah,
at least an hour.
Hopefully everything's good with him. So, and good luck to you, and hope everything works out. Next up, Amazing Red interview with Chris Van Vliet. I was kind of shocked by this because Red talking to people, Jonathan Figueroa talking on as in an interview. I always thought the kid was mute. I didn't know that he actually spoke.
I mean, if you were to date, like, what was the last time you had an interview? I shit you not. It was definitely you.
Yeah, I think I was his last sit down interview, and because of that, guys, gonna resurface that. We're gonna unearth it. It was in probably the first 5 episodes. I'm looking for it now. It's in the first 5 episodes of Turnbuckle Tabloid. I'm gonna bring it out and I'm gonna resurface it. And I want to showcase it as a just a different view of communication, of conversation. Van Vliet is like, I fucks with him. Like, I love the way that he's knowledgeable with wrestling. He's on point with understanding wrestlers' backgrounds, where and you know how to get them to open up a little bit more about certain topics without having to browbeat them. He's really good. Shout out to the boss, Rich. He's the one who put me onto Chris for years ago about that. But
he's killing it.
All right, I want to do a contrast and comparison because with Red is very introverted, and when we discussed on our conversation, we spoke wrestling, but we also spoke more about his personal life, and Red wasn't really open to talk personally about his life, but in that conversation he discussed, he going through a divorce and such like that. So I could like pat myself on the shoulder for at least getting something like that out of him in our interview. But I thought his interview with Chris Van Vliet was interesting, because if he wasn't so awkward, he would have such fucking great stories. Amazing stories.
Yeah. But I mean, that's, like you said, that's what his personality is. It was, I think the only, I was trying to, like, when I was watching, I was like, was there anything that he said that caught me off guard or something I didn't know? It was I definitely knew, or I remember hearing the rumblings that when he was doing the 2K mocap,
right,
that he broke his leg during that.
Yeah.
And that he was originally supposed to be included in the Cruiserweight Classic, the first and the only one.
Right.
So it was kind of like cool to hear him confirm that, like that was supposed to be, like, he was supposed to be a part of that, and that would have been very interesting to see, like, how far he would have went, at least in the tournament. I don't think WWE was going to sign him. I don't know. We're never going to. That's a what if question.
Yeah,
but, I mean,
sorry. The CM Punk story was really interesting, and
the fact that it was like even WWE Vault put that match up of him and CM Punk from fucking Velocity.
Right. And it was very interesting because I know during that time that he was going through a lot. Like, he was having his personal lives and his issues at home and such. And if you guys don't know, like, Red is a professional wrestler and a trainer now, but Red also had a shoot gig. He had a legit shoot gig, like official. And it was tough having to balance those things in his life. And I know he was going through a lot of that stuff as well. And to know that you're at the door of possibly getting into the fucking biggest company in wrestling, and this how it happens. It's funny that how he took it. And I would have been a fucking petty bitch. Like, I would have been pissed as hell. But he talked about how he and Punk saw each other afterwards, and this time Punk is the champ, and he took it like, maybe that was the path he needed to take. That was. So I thought that was very honorable for him to say.
Also, the fact that he also shouted out a lot of his students. I mean, the gang going he mentioned, Mason, Joey Silva, like a lot of those guys. Like, good on him. Like, it was great to hear like those names come out of his mouth, because not for nothing, they're the next generation of like the next guys to be on the come up of this people to look out for free agents.
Yeah, and we always goof and say whatever we say about House of Glory, but with all all shade out of the way, when it comes to that, the one thing that Red does, and Red even specifically said on the show as well, he was like, I didn't want to make it a promotion. He says, I wanted to make it a school. I wanted to develop students to become professional wrestlers and get them to where they need to, where I believe they can get to. And Brian was the one that wanted to do that. And he said, you know what? You deal with that aspect. I'll deal with the school, which is, I think that's why it's lasted for as long as it has.
Fair enough. That's fine.
Yeah. And he mentions to where it says like, wrestlers will ask me, I need to get booked. Can you help me get booked here and there? And he'll go talk to Brian. Like that, I'm not part of that world. That's not my world. And I think that's what makes that connection strong. Kind of always reminds me. I always said that they're like the Jay-Z and fucking Dame Dash of wrestling. If you guys know, you see how the fuck that's happening. What's happening now with that? But I was happy to see that he did that too, especially Gangone. I was like, oh shit, okay, boy. Shout out to Paulie. Paulie goes, he still loves you. It's like, all right. But yeah, I'm gonna probably release that episode probably this upcoming week. So I want you guys to check it out. I'm gonna probably transform it into a video as well. So keep that keep that in mind. Like and subscribe, be a part of the vibe of all things connected to what? New York Wrestle Media. So
I can't wait to hear Amazing Red's speech for his TNA induction.
Oh my god, he's gonna be stuttering all over the fucking place. It's gonna be fucking hilarious. I'm gonna love it. Congratulations to him, though. It's gonna be great. Next up, oh my god, I know everybody's sitting there and with bated breath to see if this is going to happen, which it is going to happen one way or another. But guys, relax, chill.
Not all in, but
everybody's speculating, will she make an appearance at All In? And that's like, unless she buys a fucking ticket.
That's gonna be the annoying part when people are like, bitch, get in the ring. Stop sitting with us. Get in the ring.
If you don't know what you're talking about, Bailey in discussions, well, not in discussions, but they're talking about her contract will be done by the end of this year. And if that being said, going forward, will she be jumping shit to AEW? She'd be stupid not to. The only reason that she probably won't is that she has a Seth Rollins loyalty complex. And that's the only reason why I would probably say that she doesn't go. But she'd be stupid not to. She's probably the one that I would say for any wrestler to go, yeah, go spread your wings, fly, go do it, go work somewhere else. It's okay, fine.
You know what the interesting thing is? I don't think she like we see on social media. She's not really close to Seth Rollins. She's close to the other one that had the bad relationship with AEW, CM Punk. So it's very interesting to see. Like, and we know everybody knows how Phil is. Whereas like how like he treats loyalty. It'd be fucked up if this woman goes to AEW and Phil's like, you know what, I'm not talking to you anymore. You're done. He looks at it as a disrespect, like, oh, you left WWE to go to fucking them.
I think there's also that tug of war as well, because remember her bestie's there as well. So like,
yeah.
So there could be that tug of war, and she could always say, hey, listen, I'll give it, I'll give it, a 2-year contract or whatever the case they give me, right? If I like it, I like it. I don't, WWE always has an open door policy anyway, so they don't. It wouldn't be like. It would be perturbed if she fucking did that.
I mean, look at Punk. Punk's back, and he's in the best spot he's ever been in his whole entire WWE career.
Fucking Andrade went back and then got released, and he went back to fucking AEW again. It's like
he's the modern Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, exactly. So it's I think this would be great for her. I think it'll be something that she should look forward to and such.
The AEW stuff, and if she wants to go over to Japan and work Stardom, that's open for her as well. She wants to do CMLL as well.
Yeah,
because I mean, when you look at her past year, she's definitely been stale. Like, because like the couple, like we brought it up on Chit Chat. Like, it wasn't long ago where she won the Royal Rumble. She went to Mania 40, won the title, and then it's pretty much downhill then.
Right. She's
How old is this woman?
she is 37. She just turned 37. So she got some time left in her if she stays healthy. She should be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, go for it. Listen, like I mentioned earlier, I said, it's never one of those things like, oh, why you gotta let her go? I said, nah, fuck that. Let her go wrestle whatever the fuck she wants. So she earned that shit. She did a lot for the company and brought a lot of eyes to the women's division. So good for her. Let her do something else. Next up, just speaking about women as well. I don't have a subtext for this one, but come on, guys. Are y'all really on this bullshit with this Meechin, Keith Lee divorce and talking about Shelton Benjamin nonsense?
Jesus.
Stop it, people. Stop. It's fucking ridiculous. I just wanted to throw that out there quick because I've known of like this whole like friendship that they've had for years. Like Shelton and Meechin have been like fucking best friends for years, and for now people to be like, oh, he fucked up their relationship. She was cheating with her. Like, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Those are the people that live under rocks and are not in the know of what the fuck's going on. They don't know that these two people have been friends for so many years, and just because that like one does not equate to the other of just because Meechin and Keith Lee are no longer together, it's not because of Shelton fucking Benjamin.
Yeah, please. If that would have been an issue, I believe that the man would have never fucking married her anyway. So, like, come on.
Exactly.
Next up, Avery Styles chair controversy. Did you hear that? Right.
I mean, it was on our debut episode. We talked about this.
Oh, okay. So, it's interesting because, so if you guys don't know, if you should check out Chinlocks and Chit Chat to get their view of it as well. So, but basically, Avery Styles was hired to work for a promotion. Was it GCW?
It was GCW. So the context of this was that he worked the GCW show, and afterwards, Natty tweeted out saying like, "Oh, like what a phenomenal future, pun intended." Like blah blah blah. Like said like, "Oh, you're invited to the dungeon to train." And then pro wrestler Eric Cannon spoke candidly, saying how the kid was a prick. He didn't want to help out. He didn't want to help set up the ring, put out chairs. He pretty much was hiding in the shower all day until the show starts. And then pretty much Father AJ came to the rescue for his son. And I've seen this is a very divisive thing where like a lot of the indie guys have been saying like, oh, like what like a nepo kid didn't want to fucking help out, and then the other side is just he was booked on a show, and unless the promoter told him he had to do that, there's no reason to bash him and say, oh, do this, blah blah blah. But yeah, very mixed opinions on this.
All right, so here's my take on it. All right,
I'm ready.
Take this for a grain of salt, whatever the fuck. Because you're not a wrestler, you fuck whatever.
Yeah, right.
Everybody says that shit. In any case, I look at it twofold, and I'm not a fence sitter. What I look at it is, all right, so you booked him.
Correct.
You didn't book him to fucking fold chairs or fucking put out chairs. You booked him. So usually when you get people who do that, they're doing it because they're trying to get into a promotion, they're trying to get into a match. They're a good hand. They're doing that. You booked him. Mm-hmm. You didn't book him anything else. You probably sat there and booked him for merch as well. Because I bet you that's what the fuck you got over. You got over with the fact that you booked AJ Styles' son for a show. Right. So yeah. Why the fuck would he obligated to do that? Now, on the flip side, like I said, I'm not a fence sitter, but I just want to look at it as this. For a kid who wants to know the business, learn the business, be a locker room guy, be a good worker with his compadres, yeah, you go out there and you fucking, but that's on his terms if he wants to go and help out.
Correct.
That's on his terms. If he wants to say, hey, you guys need help bringing down the ring, you want to learn the ins and outs. You want to know that certain things. You know, this is a fucking. It's just once again, people are trying to pull rank on like what nepotism and what nepotism roles people are given, and whether or not it should overcast what it is to be a worker. No, fuck that. You booked him. Are you gonna fucking tell AJ Styles to take the fucking ring down? Oh no, but he's a fucking talent. He's fucking a 20-year vet. Yeah, and what? Mick Foley would fucking bring down fucking rings. He'll fucking help with chairs and such. He would do it. But that's what individuals do. They're different people. That's just how they are.
Yeah. And also, I just want to put because everything you say I agree with. I just also want to put into context too that the Eric Cannon, he's not the owner of GCW. Just so everybody is aware.
No, it's Lauderdale, isn't it?
Correct. So if Brett were to go up to this kid and say, "Hey, listen, we're short. Can you maybe help out a little bit?" That's fine. And because on Chit Chats I brought up this fact, and I just pretty much, I think like this didn't need to be brought up on social media. If this was something to be brought up in private or like, that's another thing. Well, I think my only issue with this problem was going forward, you can't have Daddy come to your rescue. You need to stand up for yourself and going forward, because you can't be. Because God forbid if there's another incident, your dad's gonna go on his podcast and make a tweet or say like, "Oh, like I'm good." Like I get defending your son, but going forward, this can't be a trend. You can't be the kid of AJ and say if something bad happens, Daddy comes to the rescue.
Nah, and let's fair to say that possibly that didn't happen. AJ just probably went and shot his own shot. He put his 2 cents in on his own. Avery probably didn't go out there and say, "Hey, Dad, can you say something about this?" No, let's.
I know. I don't think that happened too. But I just
like down the line, AJ be like, you know what? Let me just stay out of this because this has nothing to do with me. But I too would take offense to it if it's my kid that somebody's throwing shots like that at. No, yeah, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, I get it from your stance because you're a father, and I know that if somebody tries to mess with your daughter, you're gonna stand up for
your livelihood and question what they. Oh fucking yeah! I'm gonna say something about that.
It's just that this guy Eric Cannon specifically tagged AJ and said, "Hey, your kid didn't want to fucking help out," and then AJ responded. But
that's the reason why, because he fucking tagged him in it.
Right, but then now it's just like I just looked at it in the sense of now going forward, like if I'm AJ Styles, I'm kind of like, listen, like I'll defend you. I'm your father. I support you, but now it's like. Stand up on your own for a little bit, or at least like defend yourself.
Or fucking tag the kid. Don't tag his father. Tag the fucking kid.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, next up, which I really didn't want to share this story because it's a fucking horrible one, but at the same time,
this fucking idiot Val Venus.
I really despise this human being, and I don't give a fuck about his political views. I don't give a fuck about his whatever beliefs is. But don't fucking sit there and jump on another man's fucking tragedy and try to piggyback it off your motherfucking beliefs and what your fucking your views are. Look it up for yourself, guys. It's just fucking annoying. Val Venus, commenting on what occurred with Kevin Nash's son, who tragically passed away 2 years ago, and correlating it with COVID and the COVID vaccine. And I'm like,
dickhead. It was bad enough that he had to come out. I'm sorry. It's just bad enough that he came out of retirement and did one indie show. No, it looks like a crazy old man.
If anything, he should have took the shot because he looked like shit.
Yeah, doing the whole towel thing. Meanwhile, it's like you're like definitely like somebody's grandpa's age at this rate. But the insensitive comment he made about Kevin Nash's son, I was like, what the fuck did Kevin Nash do to you?
And he's lucky. He's lucky, honestly, because.
Oh, Kevin would beat the shit out of this dude.
Nash, whatever the age he's taking them stem cell for the fucking shots, he still looks good. Don't fuck around and find out. It will be on site, my guy. It will be on fucking site. Don't fuck with his kid, bro.
This dude has new hips. He'll fucking run after you and not break a sweat. By the way, did Kevin retort to this at all? I don't
think so. I didn't hear if he made any response to it.
Okay, good. Because honestly, it's beneath him. Like, don't even acknowledge this shithead because this guy's been saying shit for years.
But it's funny that you say that because usually, like, I would be in the same wheelhouse as you are. I would say the same thing as well. However, for a piece of shit individual like Val Venus, yeah, he needs to get a fucking big slap in his fucking face. He needs that big Nash palm across his fucking face. Fucking dirtbag.
It definitely deserves like an RVD like Taz situation. Like pick a hand.
Pick a hand, right? Pick a fucking hand. Or was it matter of fact, Nash did it to Joe. Yeah, matter of fact, he smacked the shit out of Joe for doing that promo on Scott. He says, was that the office who said that, or was that you who said it? And Joe was like, nah, it was me. And he slapped the shit out of him for that shit. Fuck that.
Of all the people, too. The 7 foot fucking Jesus Christ.
Lesson learned sometimes. Sometimes you got to learn the hard lesson. And finally, it leads us to the main event.
I'm curious about this one because I thought the Avery thing was going to be.
I was going to close with that. Fuck that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
oh my God, it's
the main event of the evening. And now it's time.
So the main event of this episode is going to be the retirement of Brock Lesnar. And I know you guys are going to probably cover. Yeah, you forgot already, right?
Not even forgot, but it was just also like very insignificant because like I know damn well when it comes to Mania in Saudi Arabia, that fucker will come right back crawling.
Nah, it's funny because I say like, Brock, once again, he doesn't want that whole pomp and circumstance kind of thing. So I understand that the way that he did it on McAfee show, announced it there.
McAfee,
right? And I get it. Like he's not that kind of dude. And I know you guys on History Handlocks are most likely going to cover his career anyway and such. So I just wanted to like say like that for so many years that people fucking couldn't stand this guy. And this guy actually was like really just one of those surly, introverted, very just he seemed like he was pissed off all the fucking time kind of guy. But we can't take away the impact that he brought to fucking wrestling. Like when he first debuted and that fucker walked through Gorilla and came on that fucking stage, I went, what the fuck is that? I was like, what is that?
That's a human gorilla.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Like, human gorilla. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? But then you see, how he was in the ring, what the fuck, his instant stardom. They, put the rocket on his back and like the just the bet, putting him with Paul, it was just instant fucking stardom. It was easy. It was easy to say that this guy is going to be the fucking generation that is going to blow the roof off the fucking of wrestling. And, he came in with such a great class of wrestlers. He came in with Batista. He came in with Shelton. Randy was in that group as well, right?
And Cena.
They all came in. The Leviathan was Leviathan, and the other one was the Cyborg.
Prototype.
And the prototype. You get to see the that class and how they excelled during that 10-year span. Then he leaves. He's gone. He goes to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. He wants to go fucking play football. He wants to go into the UFC. We saw his career there. And then he comes back and he's dominating again. Like, and the human gorilla is walking through the fucking right. So, like I said, I know you guys are covering more on History and Headlines, but I want you to take on how Brock just basically resonated for you during your years of watching wrestling.
It was definitely crazy to see, like, because he debuted on television in 2002, like the night after WrestleMania 18, and this is still like WWF, like towards the tail end of that. To think like, oh, that's when Brock Lesnar finally made his television debut, and just to see him in that era when like The Rock and Stone Cold is still around. It's like, oh my god, this guy is on the same show as them.
Right.
And then to see in less than a year, King of the Ring, WWE champion, main event star. It's like, gee, like, and it was just, and nobody looked like him. That's the scary part. That like Batista may have been the second like phenomenon at that time, but it was just like nobody looked like Brock at that time. And then it's crazy to think like his first run was like maybe like, give or take 2 years, 2002 to 2004, and then pretty much go into UFC. And I remember seeing some of his UFC stuff, especially like his post interviews, which was the entertaining part to me.
Right.
Because like he had that like the famous one.
It's like,
After that was the first like impetus for like his screams that he would do later on in WWE. But and this was prior to me going on the internet and reading the news sheets where it's like, oh, he's coming back to WWE. I wasn't privy to that. So the night he came back after WrestleMania 28 in F5 John Cena, and then just pretty much off to the races with him. I mean, yeah, it's one of those crazy ones. I do enjoy Cowboy Brock. I think that's my favorite version of Brock. Just him like with the like we talked about with Tommy End with the end with his hair. Just seeing Brock with that fucking hairstyle, and then like with the jeans, and it'd be funny every time he ripped the jeans, and he'd just be like, "Oh shit, I just ripped my jeans on television," and the black tank top. I mean, it was always a love-hate thing with Brock because it was always love just because he just was real. That was when you look at the roster, like all these fake characters, like fake tough guys.
right.
This dude pops up on screen like, oh, somebody's about to die, and
Yeah.
it might be for real. But it was just like, and I understood them giving him the title all those times, but it was just you knew once he won the title, be like, okay, how long until he fucking loses it? Give or take 6 months, a year. How long we talking right now?
I laugh because like, you know, we after he returns, you did see like different personalities of him. And you know, a lot of times you just sit there and go, what the fuck is this? The hip hop Brock with the fucking boombox
with the Money in the Bank. Oh my, that was another good one.
And it's like, you know, you go, what is this? But then you hear like the backstories, like Undertaker, Stone Cold, you're like, Brock is a funny motherfucker, man. You guys don't really could tell about it, but that's a funny motherfucker. And it's like, really? Like, oh, I guess, you know, the guy has some kind of personality, I guess, or whatever. But yeah, I know, like I said, I know you guys are going to cover it more on History and Headlocks, but yeah, I just wanted to say, like, you know, if, you know, in wrestling, retirement.
If this retirement is to be believed,
and retirement is like Terry Funk retirement. You never know which. By the way, rest in peace to Dory Funk, who passed away. Dory Funk Jr., who passed away as well. Yeah, retirements are just like that. You're never fully retired in wrestling. So, yeah, guys, there's a lot to talk about Brock Lesnar coming up soon. So, other than that, Mike, what's coming up? What you got going on, and what's happening on the network?
New York Wrestling Media has been booming with us on this channel and pulling out all the stops. We're doing History in the Headlocks. We just covered Mick Foley, but that one did go long. But we are going to do a part 2 of it, which pretty much talks about after Mick Foley retires for the first time, and we also have a new show called Chinlocks and Chit Chats. Pretty much what we're going to be talking about the current product and the current news items. Where episode 1 has already been out. We talked about the Avery Styles stuff. We talked about WWE current state and AEW as well. So please like, comment, and subscribe for more stuff from us here at New York Wrestle Media.
And make sure you check us out on all the social media outlets as well. Excuse me, got the TikToks, got the hip hops, got the likes and the lips and the Facebooks and the bookies and all that stuff that's there. Shout out to History and Headlocks, who's got over 3,000 followers on Facebook. Good job to you guys over there. And also make sure you check out all the new episodes here on New York Wrestle Media on the YouTube. Like and subscribe, be a part of the vibe of all things connected to the world of everything now, because we're covering everything now. We have not only Turnbuckle Tabloid, History and Headlocks, chin locks and chit chat. We're also gonna have around this. Are we talking sports? Is coming. It's coming around the bend soon. We've been talking football there. New episode of Popnology with brother AJ just dropped. You guys want to check out our review of Spider-Man? It's spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. And more content, guys, coming down. I'm over here doing this. I'm multitasking, so because I'm trying to get ready to bring to you guys Press Save with Santi. I'm so hype about this. I did a dumb shit the other day. I fucked up my whole Xbox mod, and I have to do it again. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm multitasking, guys. This is what I do here for the network. And as always, thank you guys in a sec.
It's Wrestling Rundown with Jay Santy.
Turnbuckle Tabloid.